Hi, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again. Yours truly, number one unofficial spokesperson of the Mama, Papa, Pekin campaign. All right, so that's where we are right now. Mama, Papa, and Pekin. I told you in the previous broadcast to keep calm, stay calm. There's no cause for alarm. Don't panic. God's got us. Before the election, I said vote according to your prayer. Let your vote be the answer to your prayer. And I said, if you were given the power to answer your own prayer, how would you exercise that power? And that power is your PVC. How would you vote? And many people went out there and voted. The good thing about all this is the people rigging know they're rigging. Right? The thieves, they know they are thieves. Even if they're driving around in G-Wagon and all that, if they stole it, they know they stole it. Right? So they won't sleep at night. Thieves, they don't sleep at night. They every time they hear a siren or the police is coming, they panic. It's the same with these people. The bloodsuckers, the people that send other people's children out there to go and die for them, they won't have peace. There's no rest for them. But so let's leave that alone. Don't bother about them. You've done your bit. Again, don't be violent. Just wait. Trust God on this one. Wait on God. The battle is the Lord's. So wait on God. In fact, I want to digress a little bit, but let me just give you why I came here, and then maybe I will digress a little bit. But let's just go to where I came here right now. Now, according to the results published here on this website, I'm going to post the link in the description as well. Live results dot civichive .org presidential 2023. So I'm going to put it in the description. Let's just look at what is happening here. Some of the states they've declared already, and this includes also the FCT, Abuja. So right here, if you go to Abuja, I'm going to make it such that we can see together what is going on in Abuja. I'm seeing so many states, but I'm not interested in those right now. We're just interested in Abuja, so let's go to Abuja. So many states popping up. Yeah, we're going to Abuja. As you can see, in Abuja, the Papa Mama Pekin party has 61% of the votes. 61%. The rest of them will share the remaining 39%. And as you can see, APC is under 20%, PDP is under 20%, and obviously NNPP also under 20%, under 1%. All right. This is all I wanted to show you now. Just this little piece of information. This information is huge, but we have to look at it in context. What do I mean by that? If you look at the states won already, NNPP is projected to win Kano. LP, Labour Party, is projected to win in 12 states. PDP, 12 states. And APC, 12 states. Let's just say they are leading in those states. So if it stays that way, the key is that if it stays that way, then they would have all won 12 states each, except NNPP that would have won just Kano. Right. What does that mean then? So let's go back to where we started, because you know the way they carved this Abuja, it's so powerful, it's so prophetic, because they carved it like a heart. So this is the heartbeat of the nation. I don't know if they had that in mind when they did it, but it looks like a heart. Abuja is the heartbeat. And in Abuja, Labour Party is taking that by a landslide, 61%. And they might not get the numbers. If you look at it, let me go back again. If you look at this, the projections they have here, APC has 8.8 million votes, PDP 6.9 million votes, Labour Party 6.09 million votes, and NNPP 1.496 million votes. If you go by that, then APC is coming first so far, because we still have millions of votes to count. So far, APC is coming ahead, followed by PDP, and then not too far behind Labour Party. This is just what INEC has given us, has shared, right? Because we know of the changes. If you saw the previous video, how they mutilated the results and changed everything up. But why am I in high spirit? Why am I urging calm? I'm urging calm because I want us to be calm, right? I've been in situations where an election was won and someone stole it, and then later it was restored. The mandate was restored or reinstated. So I'm not even panicking at all. But let me show you something why the caption of this video says that the constitution is on our side. If you go to the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, section 134, this section deals with selection of the head of state. This is so important. So in a situation, so I'm going to read two sections for you. Well, let me not waste your time. I'll just read one section. Section 1 deals with selecting a president when there are only two candidates. Section 2 deals with selecting a candidate when there a president when there's more than one candidate. All right. So that's what we're dealing with. So let's just read that alone. A candidate for an election to the office of president shall be deemed to have been duly elected where there being more than two candidates for the election. A, he has the highest number of votes cast at the election, and the key operative word here is and, not or. It is and. So it's an and situation. It has to be this and that and that and that. All right. So you have the highest number of votes, and he has this. He would mean he or she, right? He has not less than 1/4, that's 25%, of the votes cast at the election, each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the federation. So all the states, you get 2/3. So out of 36, you get 24. That's 2/3. That's 2/3. So that's 24. Of all the states in the federation, and again, key operative word here, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. For avoidance of doubt, it is clearly called out Abuja. So you have to win the majority of the votes, and you shall have 25% of the votes cast in 24 states, and you have to have 25% in Abuja. So I think this INEC rigging guys, it's either they are crooks, super crooks, so they probably took money from the APC and intentionally left Abuja untouched. So they don't get Abuja, they don't get the seat. And then they will trigger an automatic rerun, because Section 3 talks about if there's no default, no winner. If there's a default, then you have to do this. Section 4 talks about the same thing. If there's a default, you have to do that. So I think these guys knew what they were doing. These crooks, they took the money, changed all those results, but they made sure that Abuja is untouchable. That way, they will get more visitors at night. You know, these guys, they move at 3 a.m. When you're sleeping, that's when they move. When you're sleeping, that's when they move, right? So they move, they have meetings at 3 a.m. and, carry money in, and Ghana must go and sneak in and sneak out and do all this clandestine stuff. And then in the daytime, you just think that everybody was sleeping at night. You don't know these guys don't sleep, So I think what they're planning, allegedly, is to leave Abuja intact on the corner of whoever wins it, and in this case, it is Labour Party. They won't touch that. And then they will fix everywhere else. You saw from PDP's news conference that Labour Party had nearly 1 million votes in Lagos, but they reduced that to 582,000. But they had nearly 1 million votes. And then in Jos, in Plateau State, Labour Party had more than 1.2 million votes. They reduced that to just merely slightly above 500,000 votes. They do all this, but then they left Abuja intact, because they know that these guys will not get the requirement according to the constitution. So they're already planning for more Ghana must go to move, more midnight movements to go around. So we're going to pray anybody that will take off to go and complete a rigging, their plane will not take off. Their planes will not take off. The engines will knock. There will be a big sign for us to know. These guys, when they make their plans to go and commit evil, their planes will not take off. We're not evil people like them. We're not going to wish them death, but their planes will not take off. And if they try to make a phone call, their lines will not connect. All these network problems that they have in Nigeria, let it gather and stay in their house on their phone, so that they don't make that call, they don't make that travel, so that the will of the people will prevail. I said in the previous video earlier, and I said, and I'm going to repeat it now, I don't care who wins. I know I have a candidate, but I don't care who wins. In the previous one, I didn't campaign for Buhari. He wasn't my cup of tea in the previous one. But the moment he won, I lined up with him and we followed him. We praised him when he did well, and then we criticized him when he didn't do well. Although I wasn't a vocal critic because he wouldn't hear me, so I didn't waste my time. But when I say he wouldn't hear me because he wouldn't get my message. But in the small circle where I was, I tried to express my feeling that I don't like this policy. I think I agree with this one. I think I don't agree with this one. I think I support this one. So I was following him as my leader, right? Once somebody is declared, it doesn't matter if you campaign for him or not. Last time I was articulated. I said that clearly. I was articulated last time, right? This time around, I am obedient, right? In the previous one in 15, I was almost like in the middle. I wasn't vocal. I wasn't against Jonathan, but I wasn't vocal to support him. I didn't have this channel then. But in 19, I was articulated. In 23, I'm obedient. So it's not about I'm not Hausa, even though I lived in the north for a while, but I'm not Hausa. I'm not Fulani. It's not about the region. It's just when I looked at the candidates then, you know, I chose my candidates, right? So I had this. I like Shohore a little bit, but we just didn't connect so well. But so I chose Atiku at that time, right? And I still think about Shohore in some good ways, listening to him and hearing some of the things he's saying. I think about him in a good way. But at the time, when I looked at him and Atiku, I thought maybe Atiku will be the guy this time around. And we were wrong. Buhari came back. We followed him. I followed him and I supported him. Now, I'm saying all this to say, I don't care who wins. It doesn't matter to me. When OBJ was running, I supported him. I don't know if it was sympathy because, he suffered for nothing. He was in prison and all that. But I supported him both first time, both second time. I supported him, right? Never been a Yoruba guy, even that lived in Lagos for a little while. But it doesn't matter. The point is, I chose the candidates as they come. I look at the options. Actually, he was even running with another Yoruba guy. So it's not even about Yoruba. I just chose to be with OBJ at that time, right? That was just the case. It doesn't matter who wins to me. What matters to me is that this time around we have suffered. From the time of OBJ till now, we have suffered. If you go back a little bit, from the time of Buhari and IBB and then Shonekon and Bacha, and we suffered a lot. Abu Salami will just keep suffering and smiling, suffering and smiling. And this time around, before this time, people voted according to party. Oh, this is our party. Oh, that is our party. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And we all suffered until now. And guess what is happening right now? We have decided to vote according to our conscience. We have decided to stop all these childish behaviors of, oh, this person is from here, that person is from here. People spearheading the obedient movement are from cut across the nation. Old, young, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, effective, everywhere, from cut across the nation. Religion and ethnicity and class, social status, they cut across everywhere. And all of us are lining up and saying, this is how we're voting, right? So we have made that decision and we have voted. Let's allow the will of the people to prevail. That's what I'm asking for. If they go back to the polls and let's say, an outside chance that Showore wins, let's say, and that was the will of the people, we must honor it. Let's say it was Kwankwaso or anybody. We must respect the will of the people. But if we go to the polls, don't change it. Don't make it favor Obi or make it favor Kwankwaso or make it favor anybody. Don't help the people. So that when whatever comes out, good, bad, indifferent, the people will hit their chest boldly and say, this was my choice. If you must rig to lead the people, you're a thief. You should look at yourself in the mirror and be ashamed of yourself. Let the people choose you. Don't force yourself on the people. Again, my people, no violence. Let's just take it easy. God has got our back. In this election, God has got our back. I was going to digress a little bit at the beginning, and I was telling you guys that we should, just stand still. We should stand still and know that this battle is not ours. This battle is not ours. He that has called us is faithful, and he will help us. He will make it, he will fulfill it. He will bring it to the end. He will make it successful. We don't need to fight in this battle at all, right? We don't have to fight in this battle at all. Just be still. Be still and know that God is on the throne, right? We have done our best, and we have to round it off here. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. He will fight for you. You need only be still. Don't fret at all. Don't fret at all. God will fight for you. You only need to be still, right? Don't worry about it. The Lord will fight for you, while you only need to keep silent and remain calm. Guys, remain calm. Don't let people agitate you on this matter. Don't let the people agitate you. Be calm. Be calm. And God told the people, tell the sons of Israel to move forward. I'm telling you, Nigerians, let's move forward. Don't fret. Don't panic. Move forward towards this Red Sea we are looking at, this red INEC Sea. Let's move forward, right? Let's stay calm. God has got our back. All right. And we'll see you in the next one. Please remember, share, like, comment. It doesn't matter what you say, just comment. Scatteryan, say whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Just make sure that you're part of the process. No violence. Share your views, comment. Somebody was saying something to me in the comment section. I really liked it, even though it was something negative, but I still liked it, right? So go ahead, say whatever you want to say, because I mean, if you see all the comments, I just put like. I like everybody's comment, right? Because you have to share your views. We don't know if it's good or bad if you haven't spoken. So speak up. Let's know where you stand. Are you with us that say the will of the people must prevail? Or are you with those that say my own person must win? We are not in that camp. I am not part of my own person must win. No, I am in the camp of the will of the people should be honored and respected. Doesn't matter how we choose. Don't choose for us. Doesn't matter how we choose. Leave it for us. Right? Until then, I will see you in the next one.